Imagine this. You're running down the wing. The roar of the crowd surrounds you, and then you look down. Below you, nothing but a 2,000-foot drop into the ocean. Welcome to the Henningsvær Stadium in Norway, a place where football defies gravity. In 1950, Maracanã was the crown jewel of football. It hosted the World Cup final. But then, it witnessed heartbreak. Brazil lost to Uruguay in front of 200,000 fans, holding the record for hosting the highest attendance in football history for a single game. They called it the Maracanazo, a national tragedy. But here's the twist. Decades later, whispers began to surface. A curse. Some say the ghosts of that day haunt the pitch. Referees claimed to hear phantom whistles. Players reported shadows in the empty stands. Sounds wild, right? But imagine standing there under the floodlights, knowing the weight of history and, maybe, a little something more. Now, let me ask you this: what if your stadium could float? Marina Bay in Singapore isn't just a pitch, it's an engineering marvel. But then, there's the rain. Singapore's weather is like a moody teenager, unpredictable. 1 minute, sunshine. The next, torrential downpour. During one match, the pitch actually began to tilt. Players were sliding like it was a water park. Yet, they didn't stop. Because football isn't just a game, it's a story. And in Singapore, that story is told on water. Here's a question. What happens when a stadium moves? In Qatar, they built Ras Abu Aboud Stadium for the 2022 World Cup, modular, portable. But here's where it gets interesting. Once the tournament ended, they packed it up. Gone. Like it was never there. It's like the stadium itself was saying, "I'm here for a good time, not a long time." And yet, it left an impression. A symbol of sustainability in a sport often criticized for excess. And now, let me take you to Gibraltar, a place where the stadium isn't just a backdrop, it's a landmark. But there's a twist. The Victoria Stadium sits next to an airport. Yup, during matches, players have to pause for planes. Imagine a last-minute penalty interrupted by a Boeing 7. And here's the kicker. The locals, they've adapted. To them, it's not weird, it's just football. But for everyone else, it's pure madness. Finally, we head to Bolivia. Estadio Hernando Siles isn't just high, it's dizzyingly high. Over 3,600 meters above sea level. But here's the kicker. The Bolivian national team has one of the most intimidating home records here. Over the years, they've claimed stunning victories, including a 6-1 thrashing of Argentina in 2009, a game that shook the football world. The altitude, it's their weapon. Opponents struggle to breathe, let alone run. Locals call it home field advantage. Imagine chasing the ball for 90 minutes, gasping for air, and realizing Bolivia thrives where others stumble. It's not just a stadium, it's a fortress in the clouds. In Norway to the skies of Bolivia, football stadiums aren't just structures, they're stories. Each one is unique, each one is unforgettable. And the next time you step into a stadium, take a moment. Look around, because behind every seat, every blade of grass, there's a story waiting to be told. Which stadium story blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more football stories that'll leave you speechless.